Scroll through health blogs for 5 minutes, and you'll find an endless stream of praise for apple cider vinegar. It's pitched as an effortless, magic elixir, a daily shot that supposedly melts body fat while you go about your day. But the medical community is raising serious alarms about this ritual. Dentists and gastroenterologists are warning that drinking this acidic liquid straight is causing severe, irreversible damage to tooth enamel and throat tissue. Determining the actual value of apple cider vinegar requires looking past the viral testimonials to see exactly where the specific chemistry meets or misses the clinical data. Separating the chemical reality from the wellness fiction is the only way to protect both your waistline and your internal organs. The creation of apple cider vinegar starts simply. You take crushed apples and combine them with yeast. The yeast feeds on the natural sugars in the fruit and converts those sugars into alcohol. Next, bacteria are introduced into the mixture. They feast on the newly created mixture, fermenting that alcohol into a completely different substance, acetic acid. If you look at an unrefined bottle, you'll notice cloudy, web-like strands floating near the bottom. Manufacturers call this the mother. These are the leftover cultures and proteins from the fermentation process. While the mother is often marketed as the source of health, clinical research consistently points to acetic acid, which makes up 5 to 6% of the liquid, as the component that interacts with human metabolism. The bottle in your pantry is effectively a delivery system for this specific organic compound, which is where the observed physical effects actually begin. Let's test the primary claim driving the hype, the idea that consuming this vinegar directly melts body fat. The evidence cited online rests almost entirely on 2 clinical trials. One from 2009 involving 175 people, and a later 2018 study tracking just 39 participants. This chart compares online claims against clinical data. Over 12 weeks, participants drinking vinegar lost a modest 2 to 4 pounds, but these participants were already on restricted calorie diets. This overlaps with standard dieting, meaning we cannot isolate vinegar as the cause. Based on current clinical science, there is no evidence that apple cider vinegar functions as an independent engine for fat loss. While it fails as a fat burner, acetic acid has a documented physiological effect on how the body handles carbohydrates. A high-carb meal sends a sudden rush of glucose into your bloodstream. It's like taking a pressurized fire hose to a delicate garden irrigation system. Acetic acid interferes with this process by slowing the rate at which food leaves the stomach and partially blocking the enzymes that digest starch. This graph illustrates the resulting metabolic effect. Instead of the steep blood sugar spike we see after a normal meal, the vinegar flattens that curve, leading to more stable insulin levels. In a modern diet, this serves as a buffer, preventing the volatile blood sugar surges that typically follow high carbohydrate meals. However, treating a highly acidic substance like a casual beverage carries severe physical consequences. The damage starts in the mouth. The high acidity dissolves the protective enamel on your teeth, leaving the core of the tooth vulnerable to decay. If consumed undiluted, the acid can also cause clinical burns to the sensitive lining of the esophagus as it travels to the stomach. There is also a risk for people with type 1 diabetes. Because vinegar slows stomach emptying, it can worsen gastroparesis, making it difficult to predict and manage blood sugar levels after eating. The same corrosive property that interferes with starch digestion can also damage the living tissue of your digestive tract if the liquid is not handled correctly. You can access the glycemic benefits without incurring physical damage, provided you follow a strict safety protocol. The primary, unbreakable rule is that apple cider vinegar must never be consumed raw or undiluted. Limit your intake to a maximum of 1 to 2 tablespoons per day, and always mix it into a large glass of water. To protect your teeth, use a straw. This allows the diluted mixture to bypass your enamel entirely. Apple cider vinegar is a tool for blood sugar management that requires specific handling. How do you currently use it in your routine? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe to Feel Fresh Life for more science-backed reality checks.